Alrighty, Sag, I hope that you're doing amazing. Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader here, with a general reading for you for 7th till 13th August. We're going to take a look at your recent past, current energies, see how you got to where you are at the moment. We're going to clarify, and then we go end of your reading with an oracle card. Alright, do watch out. At the end of the reading there's going to come up a prompt on your screen that is for a beautiful guided hypnosis that I recorded for you. I've got some ink on my finger and now I've subsequently got some on my nail. I was messing with a pen. Okay, so let's see what we got for you, Sagittarius. I hope that you're doing amazing. I hope that you're doing incredible, that your hearts are smiling. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like you. Let's see. Okay. Alright, Sagittarius, so recent past, what has brought you to where you are at the moment? We got the Wheel of Fortune, the Empress, and the Three of Swords. I'm going to show it to you like this, alright? Or I'm going to show it to you like this. The light is funny because it's a window over there. But things have started to change for you, and they started to change in a positive way, you know. This is the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter energy, and it's a slow movement, but it's a slow movement in a positive direction. So with the Empress right next to it, this is a space where you started to, it's like things started to work out for you. Things started to work out quite positively for you, in fact. But there might be a sense of impatience here. A sense of impatience. There might also be certain things that you still needed to deal with here with the Six of Swords, you know. People, energies, situations. I don't know, it feels sort of like the energy is like it's imbalanced here in the recent past. You know, it feels like you're coming from a space where you either feel that you had to give too much, and maybe didn't feel like you received back in equal return, you know. I don't know why, but it's a bit difficult to explain it to exactly. Let me just, like, to put it to you in energy, Sagittarius, it's almost like there's a perception that you have, but I don't know, it's almost like, I'm not saying that you are wrong. What I'm saying is it's almost like there's other influences in here, past influences, past traumas, things not dealt with, deflecting a bit. And especially if you're dealing with someone else, you could be doing this to one another. You know, it's not necessarily just from the same side. So sort of like rubbing each other up the wrong way, where words are misconstrued, misinterpreted, that sort of thing, you know. There's pain here that keeps on. It's like a scab that somebody pulls on. Just when you think it started to heal and it feels comfortable and stuff like that, it feels like it's being scabbed again. But so it's almost like current challenges, which many of you may still have. Current challenges are actually sort of brought about or fed by sort of like unresolved past type of things. Okay, and the thing about it is that when we don't deal with our challenges, you know, it doesn't matter if something happened 30 years ago. If we don't deal with it, if you don't let the brain know that it's time to move on from it, you know, the mind still tries to protect you against something. And as the mind doesn't understand that there is past, because the mind, everything is present, everything is now, you know. The mind is not going to say that happened 30 years ago, it's fine, I can let it go, or 25 years ago, 5 days ago, whatever. Then it constantly tries to protect you against it, and what then sometimes happen in this sort of space, because the mind's trying to protect you, if there isn't a problem, the mind will actually create a problem, you know. So let's see what else we have for you. In your current space, you got the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands, okay. So this is your current life being affected by, you know, by those past things. This is your current life being affected by unresolved things. Maybe making some choices, and making some choices probably from a good place, wanting a good sort of, you know, consequence and that sort of thing. But it's still a little trippy. Okay, there's definitely some self-exploration that needs to be done here, and I can feel that some of you are going like, I'm fine, but not according to what I'm seeing, you know. I do see that there's room for improvement though. So is everything lost? No, it's not, you know, but this is a space where if two people can come together and work together and both have the willingness to take an honest look at yourself, or say maybe like you're in a workspace and that's where the challenges are coming in. But it's like if you have the willingness to look at yourself and see what can I improve within myself, then there could be really radical change that kind of comes about here for you. All right, there's source stepping in, there's new beginnings, there's help, there's support, there's heart opening, it's like you are ready for new and you are ready for more. And it's like, I'll honestly tell you, Sagittarius, what I pick up in energy is that you are ready to move past the things you know, that have been holding you back. You are ready to move past it now, and that is why it's surfacing. And even look at this, how incredible is this? Just look at this Ace of Wands taking you into your immediate future. Ace of Wands is taking you into King of Cups. And so in your immediate future, King of Cups, 8 of Cups, and the Hierophant, there is a space of a separation here for some of you. Some of you may have gotten into jobs, homes, connections, relationships with others. It was almost part of your safety mechanism, your safety net. I don't want to say this, or I don't want you to take this horribly, but I want to say this to you, that it's almost like some of you settled because you didn't believe that you deserved better. So whether this is in love and in life, I feel that it's across different sort of platforms that you may have felt that this is all that you deserve and you don't really deserve more, so you're not going to go for more. Okay, but there is a new start, there is a new beginning, but it's a little bit of a tough space to be in at the moment. All right, let's see what have we got there for your recent past, because there are changes that are coming about here, Sagittarius, but the changes are it's almost like life can't throw too many things on you all at once, because you might not be dealing with it really, really well. However, it's like the momentum basically sort of like accelerated here in the recent past, because now you've got the Emperor, the Strength energy, and the World over here. So the Emperor, this window's really really being funny. So the Emperor and the Strength energy, and then also the World energy. And the World energy, it's about letting go. It's about going to that next level. Actually, all of these energies really, and it's all major arcana energies. So a major turning point there for you, beautiful Sagittarius, there in the recent past. And it may have you may have sort of not realized that your life is changing quite dynamically until you sort of realized it. You know, like a lot of times we don't see things, we don't see the new beginnings, we don't see the healing. We maybe get a past situation or past person coming back to show us once again that the version of ourselves that maybe they left behind is not the same version of us anymore. And it's you know, it's more a sort of personal thing for you, where you realize that you're not that person anymore. And it's not so much about, you know, there could be a separation over here, but it's not so much about realizing that they're not necessarily the right person for you or that sort of thing. It's more about realizing that you yourself, whether you stay in this connection or not, or whether you're in a connection or not, you know, or, and when I say connection, I'm not just talking romance, I'm talking job, I'm talking home, I'm talking family, I'm talking all kinds of life choices, anything that's like personal to you. You know, it's more sort of like you realizing that you don't want to be that previous version anymore, that you want to embrace life, that you want to live your greatest potential. And once you've got clarity about what that actually means for you, and I feel that many of you are getting real clarity in your current space, because you know, it's like you try it's like in your current space, you try things the way you tried them before. You maybe try the same relationship, the same connection, the same everything, and sort of realizing that it's not working anymore. There may have been some conflict avoidance that has been going on over here. There may be a space where before maybe you didn't want to step on anybody's toes, you didn't want to be insensitive, you let things slide. And I feel that even though that may have semi-worked before, it's really not working now, all right? It's a real space of clarity where you are in at the moment. I can see that you've put a lot of hard work into yourself, and you're still putting in a lot of hard work. There might be a lot of frustration that's going on over here, but there is also this breakthrough with Swords with this Ace of Wands. There's a major breakthrough that is happening over here, all right? Let's see what we've got for that Knight of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and Six of Swords. Aha! So this is a space where we are dealing with someone sometimes, and we assume that this person is never going to bother to try. They're never going to bother. They're going to be like, fuck that. They're not going to bother. And then they do. And then we sort of, okay, what now? I had my mind set on the fact that this person was a loser, or the situation was lost, and now it's not, because when you look at the Six of Swords in the recent past, and you look at the Six of Swords in the current space, there was quite a sense of despondency there in the past. There's quite a space of like, oh, well, it's never going to work out. What's the point? Let's not even bother. Whereas in the current space, there is a sense of, well, let's bother. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a shot and see how things may come about. Let's give it a try. Let's maybe go to that next level. And I feel that for many of you, you might be quite surprised actually by your person, because and when I say your person, again, it could be a romantic thing, it could be a family thing, it could be a friendship thing, but whatever you're dealing with, whatever energy you're dealing with, this could even be a job, because, we see everything as energy. There's suddenly a thing of like, well, let's give it a try, let's give it a shot, let's see if we can make it better, let's see if we can work it out. And you're like, what? But it's good. It's really, really good, because it's a sense of, it's time for the next level, and how do we go to this next level together? All right. In your immediate future, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the King of Swords, there is a chance to make this work again. For many of you, I feel that for the longest time you may have been convinced that the only option here is to step away, the only option is to just move away and just start over, But in a sense, without meaning to do so, so very adversely actually, some of you were giving power to the situation, and it could have come from both sides, I feel. Giving power to the situation, realize that you're giving power to the situation, and now ready to move away from that, ready to do things differently, ready to actually commit. So you may be with someone, and whether you're in a relationship, whether you're in a marriage, whatever it is, it's almost like there's some sort of real commitment that was necessary over here, and I feel that through everything, this is one of those things where, step away, whatever, screw you, and through everything, it's almost like ending where you start, but it's like a full circle of growth, all right? Which isn't really bad, because sometimes we need to really get a very clear understanding of what it is that we don't want, what it is that we won't accept, what it is that we won't tolerate any longer. It's a lot of times, it's a very good thing to get that sort of clarity, because once you've got that clarity, then you can say, or yes, I'm going to give that a try. So hang in there, don't be too quick to let go, because even though it may seem at the moment, I feel for many of you, almost like all hope is lost, there is a period here of someone else also getting on board. At the very least, there's a sense of peace here between, you and the energy that you're dealing with, that even if you don't do it together, it's almost like even if you separate, there's a sense of better togetherness between the two of you, even though there is an opportunity to make things work with whoever or whatever it is that you are dealing with. but it does require commitment, it does require dedication, it does require introspection. Okay, so something beautiful, beautiful, beautiful can come from this, but it will take a little bit of work. Okay, if that was helpful, that's what I got for you. If it was helpful, please do like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, hit the notification bell. Let's see what you've got in Oracle Energy, Sagittarius. Boom, 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 boom. Fulfillment. Okay? I mean, this is really what everybody's looking for in life. There's a sense of fulfillment. And you are reminded here, as you look at this beautiful fruit, this peach over here, you know, on this tree, that when you really think of a tree, there's a real process that goes involved with this tree growing. You know, there's a seed in the ground or a little tree, little thingy, which has to germinate, it has to push through the soil. There's so many things that could go wrong. It can be trampled upon, it can be eaten. Then it finally grows into a small tree, into a strong tree. It begins to develop, you know, couple of years down the line, it starts getting some blooms, maybe get tiny little fruit, you know, nothing much comes to fruition from that promise of fruit. But then eventually, with time and with commitment and love and patience, something beautiful can grow, all right? So, same thing with your situation, something beautiful can grow, but it's going to take some time and some commitment and those type of things. All right. Now the question you really want to ask yourself, beautiful Sagittarius, is what do I want? You know, and what am I willing to do for what I want? Okay. So that's what I got for you. Hope that helps. If any of you are interested in deep exploration, you can always book a personal reading. There is a link for my step-by-step tarot reading course in the description. There's a link for my free oracle card reading course, and most certainly give that guided hypnosis a chance as well. You really, really benefit from it. From my heart, namaste, love and light. See you next time. Bye.